Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who is the God of the Hebrew Israelites. Yahweh Shai is the true name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Hey, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. All right. So we're in exciting times right now as it relates to biblical prophecy, man. We just got a few prophecies to go, man. Namely, that mark of the beast in the world wars, yeah, the world war and the chaos, that is combined within those things, man. All right, but in the meantime, not just to prophesy, all right, to say these things before they happen, but quote unquote policing up our people, all right, instructing them in righteousness, teaching them right from wrong, man. That's also part of the jobs of the prophets, man. All right, to teach people, again, our people, the Hebrew Israelites, right from wrong, showing them the error of their ways. Now, I came across this video a few minutes ago, and it irked me, man. I get tired of talking about Eve a lot, man. So sometimes I refrain from speaking, every single day, complaining about the woman because it'll stress me out, man. But man, our women they're out of their minds. They're very, very ungrateful, and they're very, very prideful. So this is a very, very quick video, man. I'll let it play, and then I'll give some spiritual insight.
I'm not a dinner and a movie chick. I'm sorry. Okay. That's not a date to me. That's a family outing.
What is
Dinner and a movie chick. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's not a date to me. That's a family outing.
What is your
That's
idea
a
of a
social
first date?
gathering.
What
Okay.
would impress you?
I need an experience.
I got an experience.
I'm not a dinner and a movie chick. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's not a date to me. That's a family outing.
What is your
That's a
idea of a
social
first
gathering.
All right, man. Let's get to it, man. Now, man, with our spiritual discernment given to us by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, we're able to see these things, and man, as men and women of the Lord, you can just see, all right, the pride that's oozing off of this woman, man, concerning going out, all right, on a date and it being a dinner and a movie. Basically, she's saying that's not good enough. That's not exciting enough for her. And that's a trait that you see here a lot in Babylon the Great. So, so-called USA, with these westernized women, especially the women of our nation, man, and especially the so-called black woman. They seem to, and I realized that by my own personal dealings, with the woman. All right. And the stuff that I see, from a distance via the internet and such, man. To me, especially younger girls, younger women, it seems like they have a problem with being able to sit the hell down. It's like Eve constantly craves what she says, this excitement, and that's why you see a lot of women not wanting to be married, not wanting to be wives and mothers, and they just really want to get their own money however they do it, whether it's prostitution, manipulating, working hard. It's like that's all they care about, man, is themselves, man, and living and experiencing every single thing, even to the point where, our women are sleeping with multiple men in the name of just experiencing things and it being exciting. I guess having a husband, being a wife, taking care of the home is not exciting enough for the majority of our women. So they're bucking against it. All right. I mean, when I heard her, and just the look on her face and how just like it was almost like she was disgusted to hear a dinner and a date, man. Now I'm gonna get to this wisdom. All right. Now I know you brothers probably have seen or heard the Cheesecake Factory video with that so-called black woman that was being very, very hateful because her date was taking her to the Cheesecake Factory. Again, even this same spirit, it wasn't good enough, man. All right, I guess it wasn't good enough. It wasn't exciting enough. All right, for Eve, man. All right, so that's all fine and dandy. The prophets are prophesying. Guess what, Eve? Your time is coming, and it's about to be a lot of shame brought to you. By Yahweh, by Hashem, and Hawashai, man. All right, and he's gonna use the people on the earth. All right, storms, famines, to do that. All right, what you gonna do when you don't have nowhere to even go out to eat? All right, or a movie theater to go see a movie, man. These things are coming. All right, we already seen the Lord shut down the world, all right, temporarily via that pandemic, man. And a lot of you guys talking all this hot boy y'all didn't do so hot. Y'all didn't know what to do with yourselves, man, when you had to sit down, man. All right, but guess what? Us being men, that's why the Lord, said that this is only for men. His voice is only to the sons, man. The sons, all right? And that would be the men, first and foremost. So teaching these scriptures, man, going out on the highways and byways, being a prophet, all right? These are all lots of men from Yahweh Bahashim Mahawashah, all right? And what we have attained, all right, through serving the Lord and being obedient, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Guess what? We have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about the world coming to a motherfucking end. That's the difference. See, I'm talking. Let me just keep it on our women, man, because everybody's like kind of bucking up against the prophets one way or another. Now, with that stuff that's happening in the Middle East, people are getting afraid. But this happens every time an event happens, man. Whether it's a storm, whether it's like banks crashing, that's when people start to want to make adjustments and start to like want to talk and be in that certain spirit, that prophetic spirit, man. But other than that, people are playing around, watching sports. Here we go again, NBA preseason and hit, and there go your distraction yet again. They don't waste no time, do it. That's why they got a preseason, to keep that thing going, to keep people distracted. But back to wisdom and how the woman lacks it. Let's start this first, man. In Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. And again, what we have got via the wisdom is to understand the will of the Father, Yahweh, all right? And his son Yahweh Shai, the fact that this is going to come to an end, the fact that we learned that we're in our captivity still, we're not free. All right, this is somebody else's rulership. This is somebody else's kingdom. We actually have our own power, Yahweh Bashim Shai, our own God that will give us victory over all our enemies if we just be obedient to him. All right, this is wisdom. All right, knowing that you should be thankful, Eve, first and foremost, that you can't even go out to a dinner date, all right, a dinner in a movie. Because I said again, what you gonna do when you can't even go out? You're gonna wish, all right, that you had that man with you, and you're gonna wish that you was back at them simpler times where you could just go see a freaking movie and get something good to eat, man. Again, that wasn't good enough for Eve. Now, like I can get real deep into that. It really just blows my mind. I don't understand where she's coming from with that. Whether it's your first date or whether this is your husband and you don't want to do that. That's crazy. That sounds absolutely crazy to me. Like at some point we gotta, get something to eat. and what's wrong with going to see a movie? Why is that like not good enough for Eve? That's crazy, man. Which is, it's cool though. They're voiding their protection, man. All right. Why? Because they don't have wisdom, which is to say they're not wise, which is to say they're stupid. It is what it is, man. And they may be wise to do wickedness, or they know how to kind of navigate in Esau's system, all right? Getting government assistance, going to college and all that. They know how to play that game. But when it comes to this Bible, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of really knowing what's going on, really serving the Lord, because if we really serve the Lord, then guess what? Again, he could control people for us. He'll make people, do things or not do things on our behalf, man. All right. And the time is coming where the Lord is going to humble the woman, man, and we're hastening the day because they deserve a humbling, man. Look at how puffed up they are. And again, the reason why I'm bringing that up, you could not live in a place and time where you are able to go out to dinner, All right, to go to a freaking cheesecake factory, man. You know what I mean? Go to the movies, man. So you should be thankful, wise enough to, appreciate that. If you knew what was coming, hey, man, you'll try to like do everything you can do. Woman, be with your family, get a man, cleave unto that man, have a family, because that's what it's all about. I was thinking about that the other day, man, and how the women over here in Babylon the Great are just constantly bucking up against, marriage. And it's really because I mean, they really don't want to be under any type of submission, to a man. Because if you really think about it and you erase like dating, the word dating, or like this dynamic or this struggle between the man and the woman for power, it's like we're constantly in this battle for power. But if you look at it like this, family, that's what your wife is. That's what your husband is. Family. That's see where even if a man isn't in these scriptures like this, but he desire a wife, he desire not to have a woman in the streets, desire a woman to be with him. He's wise enough to understand the importance of family. Cause that's all it really is. Now they have downgraded the dynamic, the interaction, the relationship between a woman and a man, especially here in Babylon the Great, and they've completely effed it up. So it doesn't look appealing, but at its core, being together, a man and a woman, it ain't nothing but family. You need to be searching for your family, Eve. You got little friends and shit, but they gonna be in the same situation as you unless they got a husband, first and foremost. Okay. Family. That is why you know what I mean? Why we're wise in that regard. And I'm gonna bring this out and show you the difference here in Job 39 and 16. She is hardened against her young ones. Let's relate this to the woman, all right, and especially our women. She is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. All this shit that these women are doing, acquiring this education, or going the OnlyFans route, that shit's in vain. They're getting money, and they're living their best lives, able to travel, and really, don't need a man right now. All right, because that's the way that the world is set up, and it's all done by Yahweh Shem Shah. And it goes on to say, because Yahweh hath deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. There it is. And let's relate this to the woman. Okay, the Lord didn't give a woman the type of wisdom that we have. Not saying that you women are unintelligent creatures, man. No, no, no. I'm really speaking specifically concerning the Bible, the law, statutes, and commandments, and prophecy. Okay, how to conduct yourselves as a woman, and the Bible teaches us how to conduct ourselves as men of Yahweh Shema Shah. And again, it also deals with a lot of prophecy, so we have all these things collectively, and it makes us wise. Now we know, okay, and we, wise enough to not to we're wise enough not to deny the power of Yahweh Shem Shah. Okay, and the fact that he said certain things are gonna happen. All right, now is not the time to be voiding your family, Eve. All right, and what that woman does, what that cheesecake factory chick did, all this. I'm too good to go out to eat. And like, I thought the Cheesecake Factory was like a, pretty decent place. Like, that ain't like he took you to McDonald's. You see what I'm saying? They not even thankful, like, for that. But it's cool, man. But again, man, at its core, family is what we desire, man. And we're not, for brothers that don't want to like whore out the daughters of Zion, we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to just go up in Eve. We desire, all right, to have family, being that we are the ones that carry the seed, the DNA that makes the children. All right, this is something deeply embedded in us, is to reproduce, to have a family, a kingdom. All right, a father, to be father of a nation. All right, many nations is what's promised to us in His kingdom, to come. We'll have an abundance of offspring, and they'll have an abundance of offspring. But right now, all right, even in our captivity, again, it's rooted in the man. All right, that's decent to have a wife, which is to say to have a family. Again, Eve is so stupid, she's so unwise, she don't see the importance of having a family because she's been manipulated here in Babylon the Great to think that it's a bad thing. All that feminism shit, I am woman, hear me roar. All this old crap. It's only the women. We know we stronger and all that faster than the average woman. The average man is stronger. It's the woman that seems to have a problem with it. We don't care. We don't walk around the earth boasting in our strength over the woman. We just want to live. It's the woman that want to compete with us and say, I can do this, I can do that, I can do what a man do. Let me get in a combat role in the military. Saw a video yesterday concerning a whole company of female firefighters, man. Whole company had parades and shit, and they end up setting some setting the woods on fire, man. Call hello you how about Schumann how shy, man. Whole company just full of women firefighters, man. And I'm not here to say what a woman can do or can't do, but it just seems like they just out of order and they're just in this unnecessary competition with us. And guess what? It's effing up the whole world, starting with our nation. All right. And that's what really matters. All right. Our world, hell, the Hebrew Israelite is messing up our nation. Our culture, everything is effed up, and it is because this woman is proud, puffed up, and she has no wisdom. Come on, man. Then in the movie, and ain't nobody saying, Eve, we're gonna do that every time that we go on a quote unquote date. Why can't we do that? Like, why are they so against just kind of being calm and chilling? Eve want that excitement. Eve can't sit down, man, especially here in Babylon the Great, man. And you know why? Because this ain't our rest, man. So deep down, Eve she wants to experience everything that she can experience, man. A man, see, we more focused on, again, building a nation. All right, having that security, having that family, having somebody to carry on our name, all right, our sons, our daughters, and our wives. That is what, real men desire, a purpose, a little competition between, other men, and to have that nation, man, which is these days your family, even if you don't have children. All right, but the woman, and especially our women, they seem to be against that. They seem to not understand how serious this great tribulation is going to be, and how serious, all right, it is to have a family. Okay, and especially, a man of the Lord, a man of Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai, because guess what? They're going to be the only men that's going to be able to navigate during Jacob's trouble, during the great tribulation, is these, elect men chosen before the foundations of the earth, Romans 8:29, all right, to receive, all right, this dealing with, if you will, man. And it's y'all are gonna see it. Those women are gonna see it. All these women that dish you, that left you for a 2/3 nigga, some old nigga, or when I'm speaking through experience, I'm testifying. I got girls I dealt with I thought was cool, left, went the funny girl route, messing with girls, other men, stepping out on me, all type of crazy stuff. These same women, man, and I can't. And man, I try to keep their number too. I don't want to delete them or block them, man. I try not to do that because I want them. I don't know, what's going blackouts and when during Jacob's trouble, but at some point, at some way, these women gonna try to get in contact with me or you brothers. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to diss them through the spirit of power. Yahweh Shema Shai. See, we're showing women humility now. We don't need any of them in relation to our mission, getting up out of here. We don't need the woman. We'll have that, we'll have the pick of the litter, if you will. Okay. Once we get out of here. So we don't need to reproduce no more. All right. Brothers ain't trying to have no more seeds here in Babylon the Great. Oh no. So Eve don't see this. She don't see how useless she is right now. She think that, the world revolves around her. Been watching women eat seafood and the mukbang videos, man, and how disgusting it is and how puffed up and again how unwise they are to realize how nasty they look up there slurping, oysters and crab legs, and the way that they eat them is just absolutely disgusting, man. We're men, we're human. We know and understand a little bit about, the human anatomy and the fact that you have waste. But I mean, that's just something that just in my mind. When I see a female, I think she cute and she just smacking, slurping, abomination. All I can think about is, and especially if she eat a lot, man, I bet her stomach about to bust full of all that dirt and crap that those bottom feeders eat. And then I do not want to be in the house when she has to go to that bathroom. She's gonna blow it up, man. That's disgusting. It is what it is. Yeah, we're human. That's why the Lord say that pride wasn't created for man, because we got too many discrepancies, man. We're nowhere near perfect. It could be the smallest thing. I always mention, waking up in the morning with your breath, all funny, like, man, that's, you can't be prideful. Again, like, you eat like a king or whatever, but all that stuff that you eat, it got to come out. And that is, it's really a disgusting process, man. The human body is amazing, but we shouldn't be proud. We have nothing other than we have Yahweh Shema Hawashai. Other than that, we have nothing to be proud about, man. All right. We're subject to death. That's another thing, or another point that I wanted to bring out in relation to our wisdom and Eve's lack of it. We're wise enough, and it goes in the family, man. We're wise enough to understand as men, we're going to get old and die. All right. Women, they don't realize that they'll lose their beauty as they age, man. Women and men, for the most part, age differently. That's what they say. They say, men age and get more distinguished, as they age. Women, they get more beat up looking. And especially if you have spent all of your adult life wearing freaking makeup, have no idea what you really look like. You've been faking the funk all of your adult life, from the time that you started wearing makeup as probably a teenager to the time that you are an old lady. All right. It's just been nothing but makeup, fake shit, push-up bras, padded bras, surgery this, surgery that, lipstick, long eyelashes, long fake nails, heels to make your butt, stick out and make you taller than you. Not that tall, shout it. Them ain't your eyelashes. You don't look like that. All them blemishes you got on your face that you hide with that concealer. Girl, you got so many brown spots on your face. But you see what I'm saying? It's because of all this BS and play shit that's going on here in Babylon the Great is why our women are puffed up like that. Which is why women don't even want to go out on a quote unquote date with you anywhere, unless you living like a freaking NFL star. And even then, look at Dr. Dre. He gotta pay like $100 million, to his ex-wife that wanted to divorce him. So it really don't matter. You could be rich. You could have all the muscles that you can acquire, all the strength, and Eva still just step out on you. Look at Jada Pinkett Smith. Oh, that's a huge thing that's going on now. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is the Fresh Prince right here that she's stepping out on. And then she ain't even commit adultery with, and they don't tell her how many times she didn't, quote unquote, or whatever type of weird shit they got. I'm not trying to get into the dynamics of their relationship. All I know is that Jada is wilding out, man. It's it's a lot of issues. She puffed up. She out of her mind. Most of our women are out of their mind. And another thing, man, when it comes to like seeking help, and first and foremost, man, the help should come from the Lord. All right. And the Lord can, put a certain spirit on a man to be your counselor and give you guidance and things. But guess what? Our women don't want to do that, because that would mean that they would have to, again, somewhat submit to us. But our women are all messed up, man. And one thing I've noticed, a lot of them never seek help in the form of counseling. All right. And again, Yahweh Bahashim Awashai is our ultimate counselor. We don't need to, sit here and literally talk to these folks, but it'll help is what I'm saying. And that's in relation to Jada. All right. And the rest of these people, man, we are all collectively broken. one way or another. Check the curses out in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and you just see if you don't fall into one of those curses, man. And the Bible also mentioned it was going to be plagues and curses that are not written in the book that's going to fall upon us, man. We lead the way in all these things. Atlanta, one of the highest HIV rates in the freaking country. All right, that's not the HIV AIDS is not literally, written in the Bible. These is one of those things that will be brought upon us, all right, for our transgressions, man. All right, how we lead the way in hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, the so-called, Negro people here in Babylon the Great. We lead the way in all of those things, man. And the woman, as she's the forefront of it. And again, it goes back to the lack of wisdom. All right. So let's go to Ecclesiasticus. Sirach, right? Here we go. And check this one out, right? Ecclesiastes 25 and verse 24. Man, let me go to verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. All right. And we'll go down to verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Stumble not at verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. I say this, man. Most of the people that I see, females, and just us as a whole, males and females, man, just we're not just collectively hideous people. Even other nations, man. Oh, I know y'all brothers seen other women of other nations that you find pretty fair. So it ain't like people are just like, damn, you just so ugly. Now some people are, have been judged, by the Lord, and they have like deformities and things like that. But overall, man, we all look decent. You know what I mean? So that definitely is something that we shouldn't be, stumbling about a woman, how, what she looked like. Hell, we Israelite, we all look good, especially when we put on, you know, we all look good. So leave that alone, man. But a lot of men have felt weak because of the beauty of a woman, and they begin to worship the woman, place this woman on a pedestal to the point where their whole life revolves around pleasing a woman, obtaining a wife, and serving this woman. And that's completely contrary to Yahweh Shema Shah and his order. All right, it's supposed to be the other way around, man. All right. But hey, you'll see here pretty soon, man. All right, you'll see here pretty soon. Okay, how it's supposed to go. You got to think about this, like how in Babylon the Great we're taught to get on our knees and propose to a woman, open the door for a woman. Think about that, But like, here's the thing, man. We understand that we're not in our rest. This isn't our rest. This isn't our kingdom. So some things, we have to work together, on, man. But if we're bigger, stronger, faster, you got to think about that. In any other realm, you know what I mean? Any other kingdom, like you look at the animal kingdom and things like that. Shouldn't that weaker vessel be, the one that have that servant spirit, opening doors, because you're the weaker one, you're the servant and doing things. But or when it comes to like proposing, shouldn't you be the one getting down on your knees proposing? Shit's upside down. Here you got this strong. I seen my cousin, very strong man. He very feared, when he was doing the so-called street stuff and gang stuff. Very, very feared. Swole. Can be very aggressive. But man, he had posted a video on Facebook a while back where he was proposing, to, his now wife, man. And when I see my cousin drop to his knee, I knew this place was over with, man. Not Big E. Not Big E dropping to his knees, especially, for a woman that's not even a freaking virgin. Stop it. The man, Yahweh Shem Shah, could never. All right, but I don't want to like get off into other things, man. This is really about our women and how they're not wise, and because they're not wise, they are going to be a laughing stock out here during Jacob's trouble, man. That Isaiah 4:1 is going to kick in. We can bring that out. Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. All right, this is prophecy that's going to happen in that day that this freaking kingdom is brought down and chaos is out here. All right, Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation during this time. 7 women, and it's a complete number. It could be 7, it could be 1 2 3 4, or could be 3 digits. Okay, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, man. And let me, hey, this doesn't say that the men of Yahweh Shemashah are going to take these women. They're saying they're going to, request to be called by our name, all right, to take away their reproach. And they'll see it when they can't club no more, when they can't travel, all right, when there's no place to even get shit to eat from. All right, when there's no more Netflix, no more Wi-Fi, all right, you got to go back to the so-called old ways, man, which is having a family, protection, and your children, they can be, protection for you as well. The more people that you got under your roof, it should be the more strength. Your strength in numbers. The Lord have taught us that, man. 3 or more gathered in my name, the Lord will be there. All right. Same thing, man. We don't want to be in this great tribulation, alone. Now the Lord gonna give us men strength to do what we need to do, but as a woman, you shouldn't desire to be alone like that. But again, the only reason why they're puffed up like that and talking all that crazy shit is because it ain't nothing going on here yet. It ain't cracking yet. People ain't dying in front of them yet. They can still order DoorDash and all that crap. You know what I mean? Still get them something to drink, man. Still go to work. All right. Still can hop on that, that carousel of a multitude of men, being a whore and not really get punished for it. So, if you never punish anybody, they'll think themselves to be in a good case. And guess what? Sudden destruction is going to fall upon her, man. Sudden destruction. All right. So all these things will come to pass, and you can see it now. They're ripe for the picking. All right. The Lord had to let the woman get puffed up and built up so he can bring them down. That is what the Lord does. That is how he operates. Look at what happened in ancient Egypt with our Exodus and the events preceding our Exodus out of Egypt, and how the Lord plagued the mind of Pharaoh. All right, and made him keep going and keep going and keep going and keep putting us, back up in that captivity, until one day, the Lord, brought a harsh judgment by way of, killing everyone's firstborn, man. And guess what? Lord put the spirit on them again. They chase after us. If you know, this is the time that, if you ever heard the Red Sea parting, when the Lord put the spirit on those people to chase us. Okay. Same thing is going to happen, man, during this great tribulation, man. These women are puffed up. They are our enemies. They have let it be known that they are not with us. All right, sad thing, because it's nothing that we wouldn't have did for our women. Hell, I said this in a previous video. Hell, originally, we went against Yahweh Shemashah for y'all. We worshiped and served y'all. Y'all had false idols, and we did that. We started to worship it, those idols, place y'all on the pedestal, and look at where it got us, completely at the bottom. All right, but hey, a change is coming, man. A change is coming, and this has to stop, man. This is ridiculous. It's childish to me. As we acquire more wisdom, shit just gets to looking real childish, man. Everything, man. All the play stuff, even sports and shit, man. I'm trying to be a king. All right, I don't want to sit here and watch LeBron do another motherfucking season, man. None of them niggas. I could care less. I love sports. We all do, man. We all can run and jump and all that, man. But some things are just more important than sitting here to watching sports and anything else. It just looks so silly to me at this point. All these grown ass men, every freaking season, year in, year out, we gotta watch these niggas do this. Everybody play around on the internet, TikTok. Everybody got something to say. They're doing weird cooking videos. Karen, she's manifesting that she can't cook. She doing all type of weird stuff in the kitchen. Don't nobody know what she doing. Everybody's so creative. Everybody just childish, man. Just childish. But you gotta think about it. I will say this in defense of all of us. We are children. Remember, quote unquote, back in the day, the ancient times, how people lived 600 years, you know, three, four, five, six, 600 years plus. All right. We're not even close to that, to living that long. So we did, because the Lord sped up time. All right. Everything's happening a lot faster. We don't live no 600 years no more. This is all in relation to the Lord speeding up time. We get old. We all have grown up too fast. Even our grandparents, our great grandparents, your great grandparents, your grandma, they all grew up too fast. We all had children too fast. Nobody was ready to have children. It was just the will of Yahweh Hashem Shai. It happened way too fast. So yeah, people, they play around so much and do all this dancing and shit because at its core, at our core, we're just children in relation to the Ancient of Days. Ain't no telling, if we could number the Ancient of Days, ain't no telling how long the Lord. I mean, I can't even fathom, because we're created, right? I can't fathom Yahweh just existing. It's too much for my brain. My brain probably explode trying to really wrap my brain around it. But we do know this. He older than us. He know more than us. So we are we are children, man. We just, us, all right, or the hopeful elect, we just got to be better children than the rest of them, in relation to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. For the women, they got a good heart, all right? Lord willing, y'all don't get caught up in this, man. And no, we don't speak a lot about the decent women, first and foremost, because we don't see it a lot, you know? It's just talk. And, we don't know if it just ain't, if women just ain't got it like that, or if the Lord got them ducked off and they just, in their space, trying to serve the Lord, or trying to, desiring a man, in their own space. We don't know. We can't see them. All right. But we do know the majority of the people we see are wicked, man. They're out of control. They're puffed up. They're prideful, and they will be dealt with. All right. Especially these wicked women. All right. Eating abominable things, being whores, just being difficult, period. Like, don't that get exhausting? Wouldn't it be easier for you just to go out and get something to eat? And there's no telling. Again, man, a man to do anything, even the man of the Lord, other than, going against, the Lord. All right. But if in relation to family, a man gonna do anything, that's righteous to provide, take care, and even make sure that he can put a smile on his family's face again. The wives, and the children. That's our families. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. A judgment is coming for you just difficult women. All right.
I'm not a dinner and a movie chick. I'm sorry.
I'm not a dinner in a movie. That shit, it sounds crazy. You're not a dinner in a movie chick, so you don't like watching movies, or you don't like going out to eat. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and till next time, Shalom.